a moment which then appears like pretty much a global crisis. We want to look at it, lenses of basically, the health sector, as opposed to, the health sector where there's the private sector and then there's the public sector. What is the situation like? How different is it? Or perhaps would we say that we are sailing in the same boat and therefore this alarm raised then affects us across?
So thank you for having me. So I run an HIV clinic at the MP Shah Hospital. So that's a completely private institution.
Okay.
And usually the concept is you would think that it's a private hospital, so they have lots of money. These are things that are not going to affect them. But the truth is we feed into the same procurement, we feed into the same supply chain.
Yeah.
And that's how even in a private hospital, you'll still be able to provide these services for free, meaning you can get your ARVs for free, you can still get some of your lab tests and things done for free, because we work hand in hand. The private sector responded the same way. We had the same panic when we saw that executive order. It's nice that we're having this discussion now. Even Angela and I were talking that there's steps that you can see the government is doing. But at that time, we all panicked. But you see, this has happened before. We're getting stressed out by this particular president. But even during the Obama administration, 2016, we had something similar. They cut funding, we panicked, people talked to them and they managed to give it back to us. 2019, we had something similar with blood. The US pulled back funding for blood transfusion. We went through panic, we kind of got over that. I think what we should be saying now is in terms of public and private, how can we leverage these partnerships so that we stop panicking every time somebody pulls back from us?
Right.
Because what this keeps revealing is that we have donor dependence. So we have big things that are running in our country that we can't sustain if someone decides they don't like us anymore or they just don't feel we're important. We have donor concentration. So what we've done is whoever is funding us, we've got maybe 3 or 4 people. So you see, you have USAID or you have the US government, and then we say Global Fund, but it's the US that also gives money to Global Fund.
Right.
Then you have the UK, and you've seen even the UK has pulled back aid on certain things the other day. Then you have Gavi, but Gavi targets maybe certain things, vaccines. So what we're seeing is as we're coming up with these solutions, this crisis management, what we're supposed to be thinking about is what's our sustainability and what is our transition plans.
Okay.
So a lot, I think, as we go forward is public-private partnerships need to be better. So there's a way we can support each other whenever we're having shortages on this side and that side.
Fair enough. And we come to this side. First of all, King Hujambo. Wasalama. When you hear about all this talk, what gets into your mind? And you've been traversing the different parts of the country, just talking about abstinence, use of condom, and now here we are.
This is a big shock to most of us that survive in the area of HIV for the last almost 30 years or 20 years. We have nothing else that we can do apart from campaigning on safer sex. That's what we have done for a long time.